In the States, we know November 11th as Veterans Day. But do you know the history behind the day? Veterans Day is a day set aside in the States to commemorate individuals that have served in the military at some point during their lifetime. Now, this is different than Memorial Day, which commemorates individuals or those that have lost their lives in service to their country. I want to give you some information about Veterans Day that you may not be aware of. First of all, November 11th, the day we recognize as Veterans Day, originates from the Armistice that was signed to cease the hostilities between Germany and the Allies in World War I. The Allies at the signing of the Armistice included representatives from Britain and France. The representatives from Germany and the Allies met in a train car near the city of Coligny, France. The Germans actually arrived a few days before the actual armistice was completed, and all signatures were done between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. on November 11th, with the armistice set to begin at 11 a.m. that same day. So sometimes you might hear in conjunction with the armistice this phrase of the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, November 11th, 11 a.m. Well, here's an interesting note. When Hitler invaded France in World War II, he demanded that the French surrender in the same train car in exactly the same location as the original armistice was signed. Now, Hitler rose to power largely in part due to the humiliation that Germans felt at the defeat of World War I. As a result, the armistice is known as Remembrance Day or Poppy Day in the British Commonwealth and in Poland. France and Belgium call it Armistice Day. There you have it. That's the origin for what we in the States celebrate as Veterans Day. However, our meaning has moved away from the original event, and it's now designated to commemorate all those that have served in the military at some point during their lifetime. It's no longer just remembering those that served in World War I. Here in the States, we referred to the day as Armistice Day until 1954, when the day was renamed to Veterans Day. And this is largely due to the efforts of a World War II veteran from Birmingham, Alabama, named Raymond Weeks. In 1954, he began a campaign to broaden the scope of Armistice Day to include all veterans. And he personally met with President Eisenhower, who agreed with this idea. And in 1954, Congress officially changed the name. Then in 1971, in accordance with the Uniform Monday Holiday Act, the day for Veterans Day was changed to fall on the fourth Monday of October in order to give federal employees a 3-day weekend. Well, this only lasted until 1978, when the date was moved by an act of Congress back to the original date of November 11th. And if you were to ask me, I'd say that's the date it belongs on. Now, if you ever had the occasion to write the words Veterans Day, according to the Veterans Administration, this is the proper way to write it. Placing an apostrophe in Veterans Days implies that the veterans possess the day. The Veterans Administration would prefer it to be written in such a way that it signifies a day that people honor veterans. In many countries, the military serves to protect. Ours is no exception. They are the first in harm's way, whether it is another group trying to threaten our way of life or a natural disaster. Our military can be counted on to do whatever it takes to preserve our freedoms and to help protect the people that they serve. So there you have it. Now you know how we got Veterans Day and why we celebrate it. Have a great day, and if you're a veteran, thank you, and have a really great day. Hey, as always, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, go ahead and click the thumbs up button down below. It really does help. If you'd like to be notified when we publish new content, go ahead and click my channel icon to subscribe. And finally, while you're here, take some time to check out some of our other videos. Have a great day and get out there and do something new today.